Okay, we're gonna add another circle. Right. The outer ring is completed. It just barely fits inside the current patch of land that we have. We can expand it, of course. However, the rubbish problem is getting worse and the demand for living areas is going up, and we need to get to Big Town before we can fix the rubbish problems with an incineration plant or two. So I guess we're expanding the zoning, and hopefully we can quickly get to the next level, the next tier, before everyone decides to leave, because there's so much rubbish piling up everywhere that it just isn't worth living here anymore, even though everyone seems to otherwise like it apart from the rubbish problems. Don't worry about the rubbish problems, just focus on moving in and expanding the city, guys. Don't bother us with your thoughts about, hey, the rubbish isn't being collected. Don't worry about that. Just leave that thought in the back of your head. We do need to expand our water network a little bit here. Let's see if we can do it in a super ultra efficiently. I'd say that's fairly efficient. Just an extra loop of pipe going around the outside. Should be good. The population is going to expand again, and oh, there are roads that need upgrading here. Can I afford to upgrade these roads? I assume I can. Let's see if we can afford to upgrade these roads. Yep, not a problem. Apparently I forgot to upgrade them when I built that extra ring last time. Not a problem. There's a patch here. Any more patches of unupgraded roads? Yep, here, lots. It's probably the whole ring, isn't it? Most of the whole ring. Expanding all these rings is being very expensive, apparently. I'm down a lot of money. Also, I can't upgrade that because there's a landfill site in the way. Okay, upgrading all these roads is very expensive, it turns out. But I think I got them all. Are we going to hit Big Town before people start moving out too much because of all the rubbish-related problems? I think we can do it. Oh, I haven't expanded the connection roads, have I? How silly of me. Let's fix that quickly. There. Now everyone can get to everywhere in the city relatively easily. Okay, people are starting to move out. This is a problem. Also, we can increase our land capacity over here slightly by doing that. We can have to zone these areas and this area up here as well. Done. People are starting to move out because of the rubbish. We need to do something about this. Potentially, we might need to get another landfill site for a few weeks just to be able to deal with it. Just to stay on top of the capacity problem. So that's what we're going to have to do. It's going to cut into our weekly income a little bit, but we have plenty of weekly income at this point. So hopefully that one extra landfill site will help us cope with all this capacity problem, because that'll give us 15 extra rubbish lorries. Garbage trucks, rubbish lorries, same thing. Let's see how our other things are doing. So first of all, let's look at traffic. Looking at traffic is always a fun thing to do. It's showing the inner circle has been red. Certainly there are some stoppages, but actually it's been excellent. Traffic is constantly moving. There is no blockages whatsoever. The underground roundabout here is doing its job marvelously. It's all piling into this one lane. There's no backup on anywhere, basically. Oh, there's a little bit of queuing going on here, but it's pretty minimal. It's pretty minimal, let's be honest. Ah, good. People are building houses out here in the, what I'll describe as the sticks at this point. It's so far away that oh dear, lots of people are moving out. Have we fixed the rubbish problems? Not quite. We're close. We're close. We have less of a problem, but we still evidently have a problem. What? Why do we have rubbish problems over here? Is 30 rubbish trucks, rubbish lorries, not enough? Really? Okay, well, let's continue to look at our other things. So, healthcare. Healthcare is pretty good. The only way we can improve it is, I think, moving this more to be more central, so that way we get more coverage over here. Death care, we don't care. Really? Oh yeah, we have no crematoriums, but yeah, so that's fine. The cemetery is fine. Fire service. Okay, so this is where an actual firehouse would be amazing, especially if it was placed somewhere like here. What we probably should do is get another one placed here-ish. Cover pretty much everything. Maybe we want one actually in... Maybe we want one in the residential area and one in the industrial area. Maybe. We'll see. Crime just isn't a problem, so one police station is fine. Education. We have easily enough capacity for all the students within the city. Unfortunately, we've actually kind of expanded it out a little too far, I suppose, and that's resulted in a bunch of non-coverage. Perhaps we should move one of the schools. I really want to look at public transport, even though we have very few traffic problems, relatively few traffic problems. Well, there is a bit of a queue building up here, I suppose, now. The thing is, it's constantly moving, so it's... How is that a problem? It's fine. I'm not sure. We're so close now. Oh, there's no demand for residential anymore. That's a problem. But the population is going up. Just need to get to that big town market. People are still moving out because of the rubbish problems. I've just opened up one more landfill site, and it's still not enough. Still absolutely not enough. There's a road here that's unupgraded. But it's upgraded here, so... Wait a minute, what? Okay, I've missed some road that needed upgrading here. Let's fix that. There we go. Fixed. The outer one always stays as a dirt road because it's very expensive. But we also need to consider what we're doing next in terms of growth. Because, of course, we can no longer expand this circle without purchasing these two areas. Now, I'm not sure how many I can purchase. But how far can we expand this circle? Because the coast is about to become a problem. In fact, noise is possibly already a problem here. It sort of is. Because of these wind turbines. Wind turbines apparently are very noisy. Apparently. In fact, how's our water and power holding up? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine for water and power. But people are moving out. No! You silly rubbish lorries. You're not going to the right houses fast enough. Go to these houses. These houses that are super far away from you. Go there faster. They're not going there fast enough. And these landfill sites are filling up very fast. But despite people moving out, we still have a positive growth. So this is going to work out fine, I think, in the end. What? What is this? Citizens are sick. They're sick because of the pollution. Oh, okay. Actually, wait a minute. Does this increase pollution? Oh, it does. Look at that. Never knew that. Rubbish piling up actually does increase pollution. Not by much. It's not quite as bad as some other brown smears, but it's still something to worry about. We have a lot of cash. We get a lot of cash very quickly. We should probably build a monument or two in the commercial area. I'm not sure what kind of monument I should build. Let's see, what can we build? Oh, we could build a mayor's... Oh, I thought this was the mayor's house. Where's the mayor's house? Oh, wait, am I thinking of SimCity 4? I think I am. Tax office. Do we want a tax office? Do we want a tax office? Apparently we need this to build a fusion power plant. Well, that's not currently on my list of things to build, so I'm not too fussed about this. I don't have enough money for most of these anyway. Oh, I would like a football stadium. Where's the football stadium? Here it is. No, that's a sports arena. Is that it? Is that what I'm thinking of? I'm sure somewhere there's a football stadium that I can get. I'm not sure where that is. Oh well. I'll stop moving out. It's not that bad. Look, we've mostly cleared the rubbish up in this area anyway. Stop moving out. It's fine. You're fine now. It's going to be fine. Look, here comes... That's not a bin lorry, but here comes a big lorry. We're a big town. Excellent. Okay, so now we can finally permanently forever fix our rubbish problem. So, I guess on the outer ring... No, that's not the best place to put it. On this inner ring here, we are going to put some rubbish-related stuff. We're going to get some incinerators. How many do we need? We need at least 2, I reckon, at this point, and we can afford to get 2. Then, not only that, we need to configure these to output rubbish, or at least have one of them outputting rubbish, because we need to eventually get rid of both of them. So what's going to happen is lorries are going to come out of this one, go straight into this one, or this one, and fill it. Not enough water. Ah, we need to give them water. Ah, yes. We do need to increase our water in this area. Sure, we can do that. That's not too difficult. We can do it, again, quite efficiently. There we go. They've got water now. I hope. Yep, we have plenty of extra water capacity. These produce, of course, 27 rubbish lorries. It's quite a lot of rubbish lorries. So the traffic is now going to be terrible with rubbish lorries absolutely everywhere. But we do need to empty this and get rid of it as soon as we can. Wow, that one's at 50% capacity almost. The other one, of course, we had originally is at 100%. So, yeah, we needed these pretty desperately. Also, these, of course, generate power. So it will help our power problems as well. And the best thing is, the more rubbish they have to burn, the more power they generate, which is pretty nice. Yeah, look, this one has a lot of rubbish in it, and is making 9 megawatts. So there you go. Right, we finally dealt with our rubbish problems. Now we need to deal with our growth problems. So, like I said, we can only really grow this by one more ring. I think we do want to do that, but after that, we need to figure out where our satellite cities are, if you like. So this is going to be, if you want, the mothership of the city, and then we're going to have to expand out to have some satellite cities. We're not going to cover the whole area in cities, but we need some satellite cities here. In order to expand this out by one more ring, we do need to purchase these 2 plots of land. And that's fine, because then we can put satellite cities sort of in these 2 plots of land. Now, can I get both of them? Does it say somewhere how many buys I have? It doesn't, but I think I got one. Yes, I got one in the last one. Didn't get one in the last upgrade, but did get one at Boomtown. Which is when I got highways. Huh, okay, well let's hope that I have 2 buys. I do have 2 buys, and I will be using both of them, and that's all I had. I had 2 buys. So now I can expand the city by one more ring, and then we can start figuring out where we want to put the satellite cities. Now, we do have this kind of awkward platform up here. I don't see why we couldn't put a small city up here. What kind of natural resources do we have around the place? This has some ore. That doesn't last forever. There's a lot of ore over here, but we're not going to do that. We do have the farmland here. The farmland is working quite nicely for us. It's nice and yellow, so it blends in with the colour of the land there, using the natural resource filter. We could make a satellite forestry area, I guess? I'm not really sure. But I think our focus right now is finishing the final ring of this city. That's going to require a fair amount of resources. These incineration plants are not full. They are not full. We need to get more rubbish in them. Here, I should have set this one off actually. Start evacuating rubbish from this one. We need to get rid of both of these eventually, well, all 3 of them. But if we send all 3 at once, that's almost definitely going to overload these incineration plants, and they won't be able to keep up. In fact, probably having 2, yeah, these are full now, so let's just let's turn these off for a bit, and let the incineration plants catch up with the mess I've made. There's not much demand for anything right now. This probably means that our zoning is pretty much spot on. So people want to grow. Oh, we have high density residential now. Oh, so now we can make this into a real mess. Uh-oh, we have gridlock. Okay, where is this gridlock coming from? This is a problem. How has the gridlock occurred? Let's put on the traffic one. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, look. Somehow we've ended up with gridlock on this roundabout. So this means that this car doesn't want to go down here. This car doesn't want to go down here. This car doesn't want to go down here. This one doesn't want to go down here. This one doesn't want to go down here. That one doesn't want to go down there. They all want to go somewhere else. So we now need to deal with this. I only have 12,000 in the bank. It's not really enough to deal with this. What do I intend to do? Well, annoyingly, because of the way City Skylines works, on roundabouts like this, it's quite rare that the vehicles will actually use both lanes on the roundabout. Instead, they just want to use one of the lanes, thus making the roundabout quite inefficient. To fix that, well, there isn't really a way to fix that. We could upgrade these. We actually can upgrade these to one-way 6-lane roads. Will that help? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it's that expensive to do that, so let's just do that. So now we have 6-lane, one-way roads Oh, but they have their traffic lit now. Now we do have, I think, yeah, we can turn off traffic lights. Let's just turn off traffic lights. We don't need traffic lights on our roundabouts. That's not how we do things. We live in the UK. Most of our roundabouts don't have traffic lights. And look, I think that is helping. Oh. It helped for a short time. Okay, no, it's sort of helping. No, look, again, the AI just wants to use the one outer lane of the roundabout, and now we've got gridlock. We can't use a roundabout in the middle. It won't work. So, what I propose we do to fix this mess is we turn these into one-way roads that go out, and use all these as ins. And maybe this is an out as well. Do we want to do it like that? No, this is an out, this is an out. No, wait, we don't want to do that. Okay. I'm just going to try a few things. Let's see if we can fix this just by changing how these roads work, shall we? Right, I've done something. Let's see if it's had any impact. So now, some of these roads, yeah, just go like one way. Some of these roads go other ways. Yeah, look, this one's kind of working now. So things are leaving the roundabout here. That's good. That's emptying the queue. Although I imagine if we look at the actual traffic, the queue is probably quite long, but it'll fix itself. This is still a two-way road. That's working. Although we have traffic lights now. I think the traffic lights maybe are the solution here. Although it really will slow things down. Let's just get rid of these these traffic lights. Oh, in fact, actually, what I want to do is downgrade this roundabout back to single-lane roads, because that looks ridiculous and would be completely dangerous as well, IRL. So I don't like it. There we go. Downgrade those. That's a bit of a waste of money. It doesn't matter. We're getting in plenty of cash at this point. Hopefully, this will fix it. Possibly. Yeah, because now this is the fastest way for things to go in this general vicinity, and this is the fastest way out of that general vicinity. So this is working. This has helped quite a bit. How much cash do we need to build up before we can start considering building a satellite city? I'm not sure. Probably quite a lot, because we have to think how we're going to connect the satellite cities. I like the idea of using underground roundabouts that would be terrifying for anyone to use. I also like the idea of them not being connected, or possibly if they are connected, what we would need to do is do like one piece of massive straight road and then have like junctions coming off the one piece of straight road. I like that idea. This will have to move eventually if that's the case, so this would eventually connect to the straight road. I guess if we bought these two patches of land up here, then we could do it like that. We could have a straight road going down here. Or alternatively, if we bought these two patches of land, well, it's going to be difficult to get circles in here. I guess here is where we could have a satellite city. I'm not sure. It looks like there's a boat connection there, actually. That could be quite useful. Also, that could fix my water source problems as well, because that would give me access to water that isn't going to fundamentally, eventually, get horrendously polluted like I have done to this water here. Because it looks quite nasty. How is our rubbish doing? Oh, the rubbish is sort of working, I guess. The incineration plants still have quite a lot of stuff to burn, but they're both making 12 megawatts of power, which means I don't need to worry about power for a little while. City growth is on the up. 69. Yeah, 69. 69 people per week or per month or whatever that happens to be. I think it's per week. And the traffic problems are now fixed. More or less. Thanks to my excellent genius use of one-way roads. This reduces the options where people can go, and as a result, it makes things work just a little bit better, sort of. We need to start looking at upgrading the land value, I think. Now, some of this land is already pretty valuable, but I think we can do better. Maybe we need to install some additional parks and stuff. Let's see, what other kind of things could we install? I don't like the bouncy castles. They're horrible. We can install a plaza with picnic tables. That sounds like a good idea. Should we stick it in here? Can we... Oh, it doesn't quite fit without knocking down things, does it? That's unfortunate. Can we put it anywhere without knocking down things? Not really. Oh, that knocks down a lot of things. I think, yeah, we want to knock down as few things as we can. There you go. 2 things right there. That helps. That will boost land values and things nearby. Oh wow, look at that. That's not land value, is it? That's other things, but it will help land value. That used a lot of money. They're 18 grand apparently. Plaza with trees. Sure, we could do with one of these. In here where there's nothing built yet, we can do that on the corner. I like that. Done. This increases leisure time quite a lot, and imagine it will have some impact on land value eventually. Actually, it already has, hasn't it? There's a nice big bulge where it is, so that's perfect.